All right, people, it's your boy Bry. We're working the midnight hour. Not literally, but we're getting into the nighttime. You know what I'm saying? Over here at the compound, we just don't shut down at 5 o'clock like most plant personnel, let's say. We have a task to do, and we try to stay on it until it's done. I mean, I've got to travel tomorrow, people. Do you understand that? So I can't just sit back and say, let me have a little bit of tea and let me sit back and just relax. I've got things on my mind. Winter's coming. Okay, winter's coming. I don't know if you got the memo. Don't let this warm weather fool you. Winter's coming. What I would like to do tonight is give you a rundown on the tailgate of this dump trailer. Okay, let's take a look. So what we've got here, people, is, as you can see, I got the tabs welded on. Okay, and you can kind of get a better scenario of what's happening here. I had to weld these plates on right here. These are, I think, a 3-inch plate, and they go down on the bottom and they go across. And what that does is it gives the sidewall rigidity when you have weight in there. Now, you see these here. This is just a bolt holding the tension against it, so to speak. But we're going to get pins for them. But I just want you to take a look and don't judge my welds, people. Don't you dare. I mean, I've got these things burned in. The Hobart don't play around. But as you can see, we did get a little color on. We got a little rust inhibitor on the tailgate. There's the situation. And I want you to know that we've got her done, and we've got her done right. Take a look at them plates. Now, what I did is I beveled these just ever so much on the top and the bottom, so when the pin goes in, if it does want to hit that, it kind of rides up over it. So the only thing I will have to do at this point is I will have to drop that tailgate off there, which doesn't take much, and I'm going to go ahead and put some primer on it because I have got to travel, people. I've got to go to California, and we've got to get this next job done. But as you see, it can't come off. The tailgate can't run too far. I've got about 1/8 of an inch play there so that it can actually go up in there nicely. And as I was showing you before, you can actually take this with the chains. Okay, I need to cut some keyways in here. But you can make that open up like 6 inches. When you raise the deck up, all the stone don't come out at once. It kind of sifts out slowly. Or you can drop the tailgate right down. And we can do that. We can drop it down. Everything's still kind of hot. So as you can see, that's the deal, people. Now, it is holding there because the bolt is just a little bit too big. I need to have a smaller pin in there. But it kind of works out because you can see the situation of how it really looks. If you were hauling, say, 14-foot boards or 16s, you'd be able to put them in there. Now, remember, there's going to be chains coming from the top down, okay? And I think, if I remember right, I may not have to cut keyways in this. I think we ran the pin through here with a chain in there, and the chain ran down to the keyway, if I'm right, if I'm thinking right. But we're going to get it right. But I did have to trim this, people. I had to trim that off because where the tailgate sits and where it swings, it would have been right in the way. But that's the tailgate. We are picking things up. We are getting things picked up because we've got to travel. And the situation is, when you're traveling and you're a traveling man, you have to make sure everything is picked up before you leave. You can't just leave things, you know, in disarray, you know. But let's take a look. I want to show you one more thing. Take a look at this excavator, people. This was worth the money just for doing wood, to be honest with you. I literally swung over in that position right there, grabbed the log, picked it up, swung it over right in front of my wood splitter, right? Cut it all up while it was in the air, so you're not down in the ground. And it's ergonomically, it's good because you're at hip height. And then once you cut it up, you just come over here to the other side, cut that side up, and as you can see, we've got quite that's not snow, people. That's sawdust. But yeah, that's the deal. And as you can see, The wood boiler is slowly, ever so slowly, cooking along. There's the wood I went and got today from a local vendor. It's nice and dry. It's good wood. It's hardwood, and it's my wood. But that's the deal, people. The boiler is doing wonderful. As you can see, we're at 181, and it stays right there between 185 and 175. But that's the situation with the wood. My son will come out here if he needs to, and he will split more of this if he needs to before I get back. We do have some in the shed, a quart or so. So yeah, the little mini axe is quite a deal. It's quite a deal, and I'm very, very pleased with it. It's a situation that says if you've got a piece of property, you may want to get one of those. But let me turn. Yep, that's your boy Bry. We're out here, and we're making things happen. We've got to do a little more pickup, but let's give you one last look at the tailgate before you go. And there it is, people. We use some nice heavy, as you can see the plate here? This plate goes beyond the trailer, if you can see it. Let me hold this back a minute. Hold on one second. Let me get the light up there. As you can see, this plate extends past, okay? And it gave me a nice wide platform to weld them tabs on. And if something happens, these ever get mangled up or whatever, all I got to do is come back here and cut those welds, and I'll be good. But yep, that's the deal. We're going to go ahead and put some seam sealer on that tonight before I leave, just so that the we can turn around and make sure no water's getting back there. I did prime behind there. I used some weld-through primer, and we're pretty happy with it. So this is your boy Bry. I've got to get on down the road.